Hello again. Today I'm going to make two tajines, and the first one is lamb, and that's one of those very slow cooked dishes, and of course that's how they used to originally make them in Morocco, where they put all the ingredients into their tajine and leave it in the communal oven to cook all day. And I'm going to do pretty much the same. It's going to take about 5 hours, so it's ideal to make in the morning, throw in a pan, put in the slow cooker, put in the bottom of the oven, and it's ready when you get home. Dead easy. So I'm going to start off with browning off the lamb.
So Penny, you're waiting for the oil to heat, and how do you know when it's ready?
I'm doing it by sound, I'm doing it by temperature, because I can feel the heat, I'm doing it by smell, because I can now smell the oil getting hot, and the final test is one piece of meat goes in. That sounds pretty hot to me.
That's music.
So I've just seared off the lamb. Now I'm going to just soften up the onions, which are just roughly chopped, 2 onions. And when they're done, I will add the garlic, ginger and chilli. So the onions are now taking on a bit of colour, and I'm adding some of my usual GGG. That's a mix of garlic, ginger and green chilli that I keep in pellets in the freezer. So I've always got something to hand. So Toby, smell that.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
It's cumin, cinnamon, smoked paprika and other spices just to add to our GGG and onion.
That is smelling amazing.
It does, you can suddenly smell all those eastern flavours.
I'm back in Marrakesh, yeah.
I'm going to put a couple of oranges in later on, but that's just the juice and the zest. But I'm going to do them right at the very end of this because I want them to keep fresh and tasty. Toby, this is the ground almonds, which I'm trying to find in the pan. There's the ground almonds, which is going to give it a bit of thickening. So of course it doesn't have wheat or anything like that. And I'm also putting in here the dates, which lots of tajines have either dried apricots or dried dates or something like that in. So those are going in. So I'm just adding a teaspoonful, if I've got enough in here, of harissa paste, and I've already put the stock into the. I've already put the stock in, and then I'm going to add the meat back in, bring it to a simmer, and pop it in the oven. We can smell the lamb tajine. It's been in the oven for a while now. But now I'm going to make a vegetarian version, and you can see I've been madly chopping for hours. So I've got here courgettes and peppers and aubergines, and there's tomatoes, and somewhere there's onions, and they've got spices, and we've got chickpeas. So it's going to be a huge, lovely, delicious medley of all those sort of Mediterranean vegetables in a sort of spicy sauce. Here are all the aubergines, the peppers and the courgettes softened up. Now I'm going to add some onion, roughly chopped, and then some garlic. And in reality, this is quite like a Moroccan flavoured spice ratatouille.
Ratatouille,
All the same sort of ingredients, just crumbling in the crushed garlic. Toby, the onions are already nicely fried, and I'm going to add these spices to it. There's already got a cinnamon stick in there, but if you smell these, they're quite different from the other spices I put in. So what I'm trying to do is 2 tajines, but with different spice bases, so they'll complement each other, but be different. Because we've got so many flavours going on, I'm just going to make a very simple couscous, flavoured with some lemon rind, and then with a little chopped cucumber to give it texture. The tomatoes have cooked down well, so I'm returning all those courgettes, peppers and aubergines back into the dish. And you'll see I gave up on my other pan earlier because it wasn't going to be big enough. And finally, there goes a tin of chickpeas.
It's going to be great. And you put those apricots in earlier, didn't you?
I did, I sneaked them in while you were away.
I also sneaked a couple out of the pan for myself.
Here's the lamb tajine, which is unctuous with the dates and the ground almonds, but also fresh with the orange zest and juice. I don't normally cook in a proper tajine because I find it tricky to negotiate the chimney in and out of the oven, but I'd certainly use them for serving. So here's the vegetable tajine, full of Eastern flavours and all those wonderful Mediterranean vegetables. Delicious, served with couscous. All the recipes are on my website, www.bakingblind.com.